Welcome, guys. Fantasy Rush, Week 10 recap. Great show for you. Hopefully you got a W this week. I'm Mike.
I'm Steve.
And to start off the show, you guys, you witnessed history this weekend. History. And I hope that you all can appreciate that. And I'm not talking about Ronda Rousey getting knocked out on Saturday night, ending her title run. I'm not even talking about American Brittany Bowe setting the world record for the women's 1,500 meter, which was a minute, 51 seconds, and 59 one-hundredths of a second, just for all you track fans out there. I'm not talking about Peyton Manning surpassing everyone and becoming the all-time passing leader for the NFL.
What was a bigger story than that?
Or the fact that he was pulled in the third quarter because he had a QB rating of 0.0.
Oh, well, yeah, that's pretty big. Wait, we're not talking about that?
No.
That's not.
And I'm not even talking about the Bengals becoming the first, or the first unbeaten team to not score a touchdown in their losing game since the 1934 10-0 Detroit Lions.
Oh, man, of course.
Of course, we're talking about the Lions ending their losing streak in Lambeau this weekend.
Seriously, that's history? History to who?
It's a world record. They had 24 years of
if
not
world
being able
is
to win.
Detroit and that's the world, then yeah. But man, we're talking about some dirty bathwater wins, man. That's some dirty bathwater wins. That's just.
It was a garbage pillow fight of a game. Neither of those teams deserved to win that game because neither of them could do anything against the other.
Pillow fight, man. That was like some dirty lettuce that we're hitting each other with in the trash can.
So, but you know what? A win, whether it's a dirty pillow fight win or a smashing win, is a win. And I'll take it and put it in the Lions W column over here with the only other win that they have.
You know what? You guys just be prepared. You might want to skip ahead 25 minutes. We might be here all night.
We're done.
The Lions won.
We're done.
Oh, what?
That's it.
We're done?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
And right off the bat, we want to mention to you guys, again, our No Shave November contest.
I'm still
growing.
I'm still, going strong with my little caveman look. Cheater over here, he's doing okay.
I'm doing all right.
He hasn't shaved in like 2 days, so I guess he can be back in the running. But look, still here.
But remember to go to www.noshave.org and donate, get involved, figure out what's going on in your area. Keep your beards growing.
Yeah.
Send us those pics, befores, afters, durings. We want to put them on the show for you guys.
Make sure you send us a tweet, send us an Instagram at Fantasy Rush LATV, send us an email, fantasyrush@latv.com. We'll take them all.
Get involved, grow it out, and don't forget about the contest at the end of the month. We want to see what kind of crazy design you can come up with when you finally do shave.
I'm going to get a little crazy. I'm just letting you know right now. So you guys better bring it.
And that'll be for a $25 gift card. So hopefully we start seeing some of those entries roll in. But getting back to football now.
Oh, now you want to get back to football?
Now we want to get back to
Lions?
football.
Okay.
No more Lions
Good.
stuff. Maybe I snuck one in here while you weren't looking.
Oh, come on, man.
But, we have a lot of guys, a lot of big guys coming up down the stretch. Because now, if you're in the playoff hunt, you got to be thinking playoffs.
Yeah.
I just clinched my my playoff berth in my Yahoo league. I'm 9-1. I'm going. So I'm looking at my
playing
playoff
against like fifth graders. So I mean,
I'm looking at my playoff matchups. Who has what games going down the stretch, and AJ Green, the last few weeks in standard leagues, he has been pretty much fantasy irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, he's been disappointing to say the least.
And just about everybody has been scoring more points than him.
Yeah.
The emergence of Tyler Eifert, he quickly became Andy Dalton's favorite target, the Red Ryder BB gun.
you're attacking the integrity of the show, man.
I'm sorry.
This is your name calling. You're attacking the integrity of Fantasy Rush. I'm not gonna stand for that, man. That's schoolyard tactics.
I'll be more ginger with my comments.
Come on, man.
So
that's just wrong.
AJ Green's pretty much been fantasy irrelevant the last couple of weeks. I mean, he had a couple of good games during the beginning of the season, but what happened? What do you do if you have him? Going down the stretch, do you trade him? Do you keep him? Do you wait for him to have a good game? But I mean, he's got to have a good game in order to have any value.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to be hesitant to give you any of the top guys for him because he hasn't done anything. But I still say, for me, I say you trade for him because he's on the downswing.
Yep.
So you're going to be able to get him cheap. Yeah. So I say trade for him because he has decent matchups in the playoffs. And again, he's AJ Green. I mean, he's a superstar. If
you have somebody on your bench that's just sitting there, why not have it be AJ Green? Trade that guy away that maybe
like
is
Diggs, who's been hot.
Yeah.
Trade Diggs away I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yep. The other guy that a lot of people need to be thinking about is Julio Jones.
Well, look, Julio Jones is a superstar. I mean, he's proven it this year. He's been the top receiver in the top two pretty much all year. Yep. I mean, him and DeAndre Hopkins kind of go back and forth. However,
he has some tough matchups in playoff weeks.
Carolina, Josh Norman, a.k.a. I don't know what they called him, World Norman or what. Twice. Week 14 and week 16. So if your league goes all the way to week 16, that's twice.
You're going to have to
put up with that. I mean, he's been shutting everybody down. He does play the Jaguars in 15, so you have that.
It's a bonus matchup.
But I don't know. That's kind of dangerous. I was telling Mike, if you can get a top running back, if you need running back and you have receiver depth, and take maybe like a Diggs back with, I don't know, Adrian Peterson,
but
I would do that in a
trade him now before you get to that point. And if you've clinched a playoff spot or you're sitting pretty looking for a playoff spot, then trade him away and get somebody that's going to have a softer matchup down the stretch.
Yeah.
C.J. Anderson is another underperformer for this year.
Ronnie
Hillman's run away with that starting role.
I don't know. They're both terrible.
Yeah. And Denver with Peyton Manning going down and Osweiler coming in, it doesn't look good. I think this may be the beginning of the end of the season for the Broncos.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm holding hope because I drafted C.J. Anderson.
You've been trying to get me to take him from you for a long time, too.
That's not true, man. I'm good on C.J. I'm going to hold. I'm not going to drop him. I'm not going to trade him. I'm not going to trade for him at this point, but I'm going to hold.
The other guy, too, that has been he was on a roller coaster for this year. He had some great games early on.
Well, he was steady.
Yeah.
Kind of like
90
points,
yards,
8 to
maybe
9.
A touchdown.
And then he had a huge game, 200 yards receiving.
And now 2 weeks in a row, goose eggs.
John Brown.
Yeah. What do you do with him?
Well, he is coming off a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
I say again, he's another hold. He still holds value. He has a lot of talent. That offense loves to score points.
Well,
so,
that offense has big playability up and down the field.
I mean, but he has kind of fallen down a little bit. He's not in that receiver. He was in the receiver 2 conversation to start the year. He's now in the receiver 3, kind of bottom end receiver 3 and flex play. So I still say hold him. Again, I'm not trading for him. I'm not releasing him. I'm kind of holding.
Yeah. This week, another a big injury for the Patriots. Julian Edelman going down.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many reports that are pretty exact on his comeback day yet.
Actually, he just had surgery today.
But they're hoping that they can get him back before the season ends. But it could be looking at the playoffs. Look for that diagnosis in the next few days, because if he's not going to be back by week 15 or 16,
I don't like it.
He's a drop.
I say you drop him now. And his timetable is 6 to 8 weeks. Even if it is 6 weeks, that's week 16.
Yeah.
I mean, if your team, if you don't even go to week 16, standard leagues or playoffs are week 14 and 15.
Yeah.
I would say drop him. Don't hold on to him unless you're like in a 20-team league and you have that slight hope and you want to hold on to him. But I say drop him. Yeah. Go after Brandon LaFell if you can pick him up.
Danny Amendola.
I mean,
if you can trade for Gronk, but I don't know who's going to let Gronk go.
That's not going to happen.
He's going to get some big upticks in targets. Matt Jones had a huge game this week.
Well, he had one huge 80-yard receiving little screen pass that he took. But I mean, Alfred Morris still had the more carries. He had 15 carries for 90 yards, which again, I think I'm starting to think the Redskins is the new Bellatrix.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you've got two running backs that can produce on any given day. You follow the hot hand and you let them roll with it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too quick to jump on Matt Jones. But if you need him and he's available,
he's a lot of people pick up and wait and see.
Yeah, a lot of people dropped him after he kind of fell off and started his fumbleitis. But everybody on Washington scored points. Last week.
Eddie Lacy. He was inactive last week, and so he definitely didn't help you in any of your leagues. If you started him, well, you didn't pay attention to our Twitter feed or to anybody because everybody was saying he was inactive.
So he's and Starks did not do anything to take control and command of that starting position against a soft Lions team. And like I said,
the whole Packers offense didn't do anything. It was just a bad game all the way around.
That should have been a game where the Packers came out and they buried the Lions, but they couldn't even move the ball down the field.
So my take on Lacy is if you can trade for him for basically players that don't matter, because that's basically what he's worth now, then I would do it. Wait and see. I just traded for him in one of my leagues.
A lot of people are sick of him.
He's going to sit in my bench.
Yep.
I'm going to wait and see if I get Eddie Lacy from down the stretch last year. I'm ecstatic because I have Adrian Peterson in that league too. So, he's a stash keeper. Don't release him. I don't think he's not a first round pick. So
no.
Jeremy Langford, man, he tore it up.
Matt Forte, take your time. No rush.
No rush, Matt Forte. It's okay. Your knee's a little sore. Take another week off, man.
Well, the danger that I see with Jeremy Langford's performance, because he has not been a slouch at all, is, timeshare. I mean, Matt Forte is going to be coming off. Well, Matt Forte is going to be coming off an injury. They're going to want to start him slow.
No, don't get it twisted. Jeremy Langford is not going to have any real value once Matt Forte comes back.
I beg
to
differ.
So if you don't have Matt Forte but you have Langford, trade him to the Matt Forte owner because he's going to give you the most for him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my take. I have Matt Forte and Jeremy Langford in a couple leagues, and I have Jeremy Langford in a league where I don't have Matt Forte.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Matt Forte, come on, he's a stud. He's been top 5 for I don't even know how many years now, but he was number 4 before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So he's not going to go anywhere. This is Forte's backfield for sure. So you got to do something with Langford.
Yeah. Well, and that's pretty much it for these guys this week. I mean, what do you do with these guys? And that's kind of our take on them. But our work league, our fantasy work league, we had some big. Oh man, I'm getting choked up over here. We had some big matchups this week. Our buddy David, who we featured earlier, I played him this week, and in every other league, I took my own advice. Actually, I took your advice from the previous week, and I started Kirk Cousins across the board.
Yeah.
Except in our work league,
and
that cost me the W, and I had to put up with David and his gloating and his dancing.
Yeah, he was up by like less than a point. He's like, I won by 86 points. I won by Friday. Yes, he likes to talk smack.
Oh yeah. He says he doesn't, but he does.
No, he does. He's there up there with the best of them. And, yeah, he got him this week.
Yeah. So, sadly. But even with the loss, I moved up because I scored in more points and leaped somebody in.
I'd like to say that I'm officially.
Finally.
It
took you 10 weeks. Welcome to the top.
In playoff position in every single one of my leagues.
Yeah, welcome.
8 leagues that I'm actually the manager. Another league that I'm a co-manager in. I'm in the top. Playoff spots, either top 4 or top 6, depending on the league layout. So all I got to do is win out. Yep. I've been scoring the most points in our league for the last, 6 weeks.
Yep.
So I told these guys, watch out.
Well, you're going to...
And I'm doing it again. I'm coming for you guys. David, week 12, man. After this week, you're mine.
So with all that and your guys' weekly matchup coming up, we've gone through what you're going to do with some of these big name stars, some of these little stars, but let's get back to Start That Fool. Guys, Demaryius Thomas, for me, he's the top one to worry about this week. What do you think?
I say start that fool. I mean, Brock Osweiler has a really big arm. So my whole concept with the whole thing, or my thinking behind it, is throw it up there, let Demaryius Thomas do his thing. He's been one of the biggest fantasy stars for the last, I don't know, since he's been in the league. I mean, come on, he had success with Tim Tebow. Come on, people, he's a stud.
Tim Tebow had some other powers on his side.
Man, get out of here, man. Brock Osweiler has a nice arm, so I say start him.
Okay. Sammy Watkins, he had a huge game, then he had a no-show game. This week he's got New England, at New England. What do you think, Mrs. Steven?
Well, I didn't like him last week, but I like him this week. I say start him.
All right.
And I say because I think he's going to get some garbage time, man. New England's going to tear them up.
Okay. All right. Darren McFadden at Miami.
Darren McFadden, he's been pretty good actually the last couple of weeks. I got that out.
Mm-hmm.
But I say start him. Start that fool.
Start him.
Yep.
I like it. Danny Amendola with Julian Edelman going out.
Yeah.
Got a pretty...
He has some value,
matchup.
but I'm going to say pump the brakes a little bit. I'm going to say sit that fool.
Oh, okay. All right. Jay Cutler versus Denver. That terrible, terrible Denver D that now they're going to have to be relying on to win games because I don't think Osweiler's going to be able to get it done.
Sure, Kendrick West just tore them up. But I say sit Jay Cutler, man. This is a Denver defense. I mean, you're not joking. You're not messing around. Jay Cutler likes to throw picks. So
yeah, he does.
No, thank you.
Carlos Williams at New England.
Again, I say start him. And it's the same concept with Sammy Watkins. I think he's going to get some garbage time. He has value anyway.
They'll pull Leashon and put him
in. If they go down, they're going to pull Leashon because he's injury prone. So and Carlos Williams is, I mean, he's shown that he can do a lot with a little bit.
With a little bit. AJ Green versus Arizona at Arizona.
You know,
you had to think about that.
Arizona. Well, Patrick Peterson is tough. That Arizona defense is tough. But I say start that fool.
Oh, all right.
And then
hopefully a comeback this week that we've all been waiting for. The Tony Romo Des Bryant connection.
Not hopefully, man. He's coming back. I say start Romo. Start him against that soft Dolphins defense. Yes, I said it. Yeah, my cousin's gonna be like, "Oh, come on, man. He's a big He's a big Miami fan." Yeah, start him.
All right. Start him then. So that's it for this week, man. You guys.
That concludes our start that fool. That concludes.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're over the whole Lions thing. Can we not talk about the Lions next week?
If they win.
Oh man,
we're gonna talk about
please don't win, Lions, please.
So get ready, you guys. You know, playoffs are coming up. So start your victory dances. Start practicing. So you can
Petco dance, man. Come on, man.
Get them.
You need the long hair for that, though.
Get them going, and good luck.
Make sure you send us your tweets Sundays, Saturdays. Actually, send us tweets tomorrow. I mean, there's a game tomorrow at Fantasy Rush LATV. Sign up on Instagram. Send us your pictures at Fantasy Rush LATV. Send us your emails, any questions, any trade advice, Hey, you want to know about shampoos? I don't know what you're into. Whatever. Just send us your emails. FantasyRush@LATV.com. Subscribe to the channel. You're already watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Watch the other videos. Mm-hmm. Make sure you also share our video. Share it with everybody. There's a very good cause that we're doing, this month. So share it. Tell everybody about it. Challenge your friends. And get that victory. So see you later.
Bye, guys.
Rush.